I've never really had a personal bad experience with McDonald's. The only time I really had like a strange encounter was when like around 10 years ago or so, I don't know, I was like 7 or 8. I don't quite remember how old I was, but it was a long time ago. And this one lady started complaining and screaming at the employees for giving her the wrong drink. I don't know if it was the wrong drink, wrong soda, or the wrong size cup. I don't quite remember, but it resulted in her throwing the cup at the employees and then them just getting into a huge argument, them screaming and then throwing stuff back and forth. And that was the only time I've had an unusual experience with McDonald's. I never really had like a personal bad experience where someone just told me like, hey, f off, we're not open, or we're not feeding you. I usually just go to the drive-thru, but even then I never had a bad personal experience with McDonald's as opposed to other fast food restaurants, for example Wendy's, but I'm not going to get into that. The reason why I bring that up is because I found a video on YouTube of this specific McDonald's in Auburn, New York, of a McDonald's manager throwing a fit over a DoorDash order. And I don't know about you guys, but my definition of a McDonald's manager is somebody who manages the workplace and makes sure that customers are satisfied and all the employees are doing their job correctly. Not necessarily just throw fits at people over a DoorDash order, especially when they're not the ones who ordered the food in the first place. And in the video, the manager's just being a complete asshole to the DoorDasher, which, keep in mind, it's her job to DoorDash food. So she's not the one ordering the food, she's the one delivering the food. And this manager's acting like she's the one who ordered the food, and he just throws the biggest attitude, just disgusting attitude towards the DoorDasher. But anyways, enough talking, here's the video.
Fuck it. What do you... So they told me you're not making the Uber because it's too much food?
I ain't making no 13 fucking sandwiches with the way tonight's been going.
There's only 3 cars here.
At the moment.
It's 1 in the morning.
Okay, I just gotta pause the video really quick. Who the hell is ordering 13 sandwiches from McDonald's at 1 a.m? Like, seriously, who? Nick Avocado or who? Like, I don't know if this is a prank or not, but I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a prank because the DoorDasher here is trying to pick them up, and then the manager says that, oh, he's not gonna make them because the night's been going terrible. Firstly, it's your job to be making the sandwiches, okay? Secondly, if you're gonna give the excuse that your night hasn't been going well, then just leave or quit. You know, if you're gonna give that reason as an excuse as to why you're not making 13 sandwiches for a customer's order, then just quit your damn job. Because the reason why people go to fast food restaurants is so they can get the fast food. It's literally in the name, fast food. So they can pick it up in about 5 minutes or so from ordering it and enjoy it, okay? They don't want to hear all this, oh, the night hasn't been going well, so we're gonna refuse service to you. Like, no, that's not how it works. Like, I understand that fast food jobs can be very stressful under certain circumstances, but like, you shouldn't take it all out on innocent people who are there to either order or pick up an order. Like, that's not a good excuse for you taking your stress out over having a bad day at work. Like, I hate how the manager here is acting like she is responsible for this, even though she's just the one picking up the order to deliver it. But the question still remains in my head, who the hell is ordering 13 sandwiches at 1 a.m? Like, is someone gonna make a mukbang video in the night? Try not to mukbang challenge at 3 a.m. gone wrong or something like that? Like, seriously. Or maybe the person just got pranked and maybe the YouTube troll police got a hold of this person's identity and, you know, is sending them 13 Big Macs as a, hey, you know, we know where you live, so don't mess with us.
Yeah, we've been getting slammed all fucking night.
That doesn't matter. It's your job.
I can refuse any order.
So you're gonna refuse your best sale of the night? I don't think that makes sense.
No, actually, it doesn't make sense because, I mean, 13 sandwiches, I don't know how much that is in Big Macs or whatever sandwiches this guy ordered, but I'd imagine it's a lot of money or a pretty good chunk of money. And for the manager here to refuse that order is just beyond insane to me. Like, why are you refusing a good sale? Like, I guarantee you that's probably the best sale you're ever gonna have in like a few years, or maybe if they're still up, which I probably doubt because a lot of the reviews are very terrible. But you also gotta love that awkward pause in between the conversation as the manager tries to stir up some words, even though he can't since he's too illiterate and stupid to, because I'm pretty sure he knows what he just said makes no sense whatsoever. Like, how are you gonna reject that opportunity? You know, you're getting more money and yet you're rejecting an opportunity because you blame it on your night going bad. I mean, I'd imagine that there's less people going to McDonald's in the middle of the night than there is in the day, so why the hell are you rejecting them? I mean, I figured this would be the best order because I can't imagine anyone else ordering more than 13 Big Macs, especially in the middle of the night. But this guy just wants to pull up his pants and say, huh, you know what, my day's not going well, so I'm not gonna make them 13 Big Macs. Why don't you go somewhere else? You know, you're crazy for ordering them. Like, dude, she's the DoorDasher. She's the one delivering the food. She didn't order them in the first place. So stop acting like she's the one liable for this.
Me showing up to this place doesn't make sense to begin with.
Well, like, us DoorDashers, it's not our fault that you don't want to make the order. Like, we have to make money too. Like,
And those people should have had a little more consideration before putting that order in.
but it's McDonald's. They have the right to put it in.
It's not a feed a family fucking shit. It's supposed to be fast food, not a feed a family because you're too lazy to cook.
Oh shit, well he just pulled that card out, you know? You're too lazy to cook, so why don't you just go cook instead of ordering McDonald's? My guy, it's fast food. It's fucking fast food. The reason why people go to McDonald's is so they can just grab a bite as quick as they can and just eat it without having to cook or anything. This guy's acting like he just gave the best speech of all time. It wouldn't surprise me if this guy just, you know, said that while crossing his arms in a badass position like, yeah, I'm a tough guy, you know, that made me feel really good about myself. I bet you it made him feel really good about himself. And also you gotta consider that it's 1 a.m. I'm pretty sure people don't want to be cooking at 1 a.m. I'm pretty sure they ordered so they can grab a bite, right? Like the reason why people go to fast food restaurants is so they can just grab a quick bite, right? But also, what is this guy talking about when he says feed a family? Like, does McDonald's not feed families? Like, isn't that what McDonald's is supposed to do? Feed people? Like, what do you do with the McDonald's? Just shove it up your ass or smear it on your face? Seriously, what do you mean by this isn't a feed a family? This is a fast food restaurant. Does food not feed a family? Also, I'm pretty sure the person did consider it, unless it might have been a typo or a prank for the most part. And yet the manager here is acting like she's the one responsible yet again by giving her this big attitude saying, oh, you know, this person should have considered it more. You know, it's not a feed a family because you're too lazy to cook. Like, why are you taking it all out on her? She's the one who's supposed to be delivering it. She's not going to be the one eating it.
Well, for all you know, they're sitting there having a big party. It's Memorial Day weekend.
That's stupidity for not supplying food.
For not supplying. They ordered McDonald's.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a party, you don't order fucking McDonald's. You cook.
And if you work at McDonald's, you're supposed to be making McDonald's instead of arguing with DoorDashers. And this guy brings up the supplying food. You're supposed to be supplying food if you're throwing a big party. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to order McDonald's so they can have food at their party. This guy is just making no sense whatsoever. This guy's making me lose brain cells and he's just really annoying. Like, I'm surprised the DoorDasher has a lot of patience for this because me, dude, I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have just drove off. I mean, even though I'm a DoorDasher, I'm just gonna have to bring the bad news to the person who ordered these Big Macs or sandwiches or whatever, being like, hey, the manager refused the order, so you know, why don't you hop in with me and we'll both complain.
But that's how McDonald's like stays open. That's how you are able to get paid.
Told us, and the supervisor already wants to shut down the overnights, and I already told him to go ahead.
Oh,
I'm
man.
tired of this shit.
Well, I can wait for you to make that order. Like, that's not the issue. If you want to hold up this line for 20 minutes, I don't care. But I gotta make money too.
So it's either I make the food or you just sit there, huh?
No, I'm not just gonna sit here.
Fine, I'll make a bullshit order, but I'm not gonna guarantee it's gonna be right.
All right.
And just pull up there.
And you just smashed a window?
You did?
Yeah.
This guy is seriously gonna throw a fucking temper tantrum over 13 Big Macs in the middle of the night. I mean, I figured there's not a lot of people who order McDonald's in the middle of the night, and yet this guy is getting really butthurt about someone ordering 13 Big Macs, and then the DoorDasher going up to the window and asking, hey, can you guys make these? You know, it's an order. Like, this guy is seriously gonna be a fucking asshole about it. He's really gonna throw a little temper tantrum like a little toddler who thinks the whole world revolves around him. And yet somehow this guy is the manager at McDonald's. Like, this guy just probably hates his entire life and just takes that out on innocent people who are just wanting to grab a bite or deliver some bites. But no, this guy has to ruin their whole day because he's had a bad day at work. Like, if you're having a bad day at work, just go home, okay? No one's stopping you from going home, or just quit your job. Like, no one's gonna stop you there. But the fact that this guy broke a window over it is just insane to me. I mean, not only does he have to deal with making 13 sandwiches, but now he has to deal with a broken window. And how is he gonna explain that to his boss? Oh yeah, this crazy DoorDasher came to the front window and just threw a rock and then drove off, ordering 13 sandwiches. Now I get it, right? Fast food jobs can be very stressful, okay? But if you're seriously gonna take it out on a DoorDasher who's just there to pick up the order, then there's something seriously wrong with you. Especially in the middle of the night when there's not a lot of people ordering McDonald's or so. I mean, there is a reason why you guys are open 24 hours. And if you guys aren't gonna provide any services, then you might as well just close. But I googled this McDonald's and checked out the reviews, and there are a lot of 1-star reviews. And I'm gonna be reading a few that are most recent, so here we go. Arrived for mobile pickup at 10 p.m. As of 10:35 p.m., still waiting in the drive-thru. Why bother opening 24 hours if you can't handle it? Ridiculous. Exactly. See, if they're not going to be able to provide any services for being a 24-hour open restaurant, then why even bother opening for 24 hours? Like, that's exactly the same claim that I was making. Went there on a late Friday/Saturday at 1 a.m, waited at the speaker box for 10 minutes before the lady said there are only 2 people working and had to wait longer. Another 15 minutes goes by and she tells me they're only accepting DoorDash orders. Complete waste of my time. Won't go there late at night again. Instead of having 2 people, maybe have 4 or 5 people working. So they're only accepting DoorDash orders, which is kind of ironic considering the video that we just saw of the manager just throwing a huge tantrum over a DoorDash order. But yeah, you might want to take that 1 star and make it half a star or no stars at all, if that's possible. Maybe just hack Google and put a negative 5-star option there and click that. While waiting to be addressed to order at a speaker 5 minutes, my daughter happened to choke on a little in the car, and a woman's voice from the speaker mimicked my daughter with extreme sarcasm. It was completely unprofessional. It happened at 9:21 p.m. at the McDonald's. Needless to say, we pulled away and went to Burger King where we should have went in the first place. Okay, so it seems like everyone at that McDonald's is just a complete asshole. The service on that is just, I mean, not only do they get mad over a huge order, but they also just decide to mimic other people, especially a little girl choking. 45 minutes in the drive-thru, not even that busy. Worst experience ever at McDonald's. So it seems like this McDonald's has a huge wait time. That's why a lot of people are very unsatisfied, because a lot of these reviews say that they had to wait up to 30 minutes to an hour just to get their food, which I mean, to me doesn't seem like fast food. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if the manager was the cause for all of this, because like seriously, if you're really gonna get mad over a big sale in the middle of the night, why even bother being the manager? You know, just give that position to someone else who will actually take it for granted. And if you guys want to know the rating of this McDonald's, it's a 2.7, the majority of them being 1 star, which is pretty self-explanatory with the video we just saw. But yeah, it's gonna be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
And listen.